last season Pep Guardiola edge air treble no chairman na o equally de na hwan aye dada na o equally de na Alex Ferguson aye dada Man City edge league atwa so miensa no chairman na o ye de hwan aye dada na o ye de Alex Ferguson aye dada. So in terms of the Premier League there managers in there they acquire reference point in the Premier League era Papa Alex Ferguson. And why so influential? Chairman, the influence in the corner it go beyond even players who, even certain coaches, certain referees were even afraid of Papa Alex Ferguson. On him saying the Fergie type, say became ne Bannes Alex Ferguson, ne bench. Now then in some time, no so chairman. Even certain referees were even afraid of him. It is her influence now Premier League in this way. A better key longer time for any modern manager be able to be able to do it. Mejidi some pay a friend Pep 80 Mitchell Premier League no edi bebe 20 years here. The Alex Ferguson a year in the Premier League no obetimi aye. Mejidi pa but sa longevity no these days no modern coaches no chairman onwunche o team musa Alex Ferguson was able to do all that he did because he stayed at Manchester United for close to 27 years. And in those 27 years, Oji 11 Premier League title. Pepper ba or yeah dear. But until you win 11 Premier League titles, you know, Chairman Untimi can say, oh, you're tough, as about Alex Ferguson. Premier League in the there is no manager. Adio Bia Biano. Oh, yeah, why not person we the why be dada? Alex Ferguson. Unye ya, Chairman Untimi Ferguson, onye the most influential. Me as say Moreno, so one and Nadia once why. Moreno, how many Premier League titles? I think so I get three. But also the no chairman so na G League or consider the fewer number of goals me boy 15 goals e be sin ne ye ni team bi e Premier League ni mo a or G League ye season no consider just 15 goals and also leave the legacy or 3 Premier League titles.
The man me feel say as a Wenger bro Moreno so all me win the same number of league titles.
Yeah,
3-3. But as a Wenger FA Cup I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I think I had 7 FA Cups. What I say? It's all come Mourinho generally as a coach. Generally, but we are talking about the Premier League. And in terms of the Premier League there.
The
Wenger went to second.
Yeah.
Ahead of
so influential in the Premier League.
Okay.
But Wenger went to second after Sir Alex Ferguson.
Ahead of Pep.
Wenger had 3 Premier League titles. Jose Mourinho was 3. Pep Guardiola was 5. And the Oshise, per the Wadi Premier League, they do dia. Obeka Senka after Sir Alex Ferguson, there should be that of a Pep Guardiola. But chairman, and Arsenal Nibianko, any shake crown. Arsenal Nibia were there by Cope. The BI, but only Premier League club supported the Genia Oka. So no penny team are waiting me a come beating Premier League.
Oh, yeah.
It is as Wenger and yes, our record. And as we speak, chairman, Premier League, Oko unbeaten. Yama gold trophy.
Yeah.
And the teenager silver crown nations. It is only Arsenal and the Kitas our trophy. It is based on the performance of Papa and Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
And based on that thing alone, and non in Kuano, say about Premier League in India. If we are talking about their coaching career and everything, certainly there are going to be a lot of coaches about the Arsene Wenger mahun. But if it is about the Premier League alone, after Sir Alex Ferguson, chairman coaches were there. Made Wenger about 2 seconds.
That's stadium crowd in Arsenal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the level of his influence.
Yeah, that's the stadium. In fact, it got to a point and I'm on for him say Arsenal as in Wenger diao. Because of the name. Arsenal as in Wenger.
Go ahead in grass. I said I'm team and the one coach. And I said Papa team and I say Nyas Wenger. Because the dean in the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Who's Arsenal and the Arsenal.
Yeah.
And now I could say untimi more Arsenal dia or more Arsene Wenger. There are certain teams are obo say teams now. Players din na obo. But Arsene Wenger era na no coach Arsenal ne dey. Certain great players played for Arsenal, but don't have total dominance on the team. Ever play for Arsene Wenger. And how long he stayed? Any Juma or year. Menya sure say Arsene Wenger Muni's stadium number 1. Chairman, the way he was able to convince the board, say, okay, sporting wise, you know, you realize kakra, na yen committee sa fans no into building sa stadium na there be how can say the most beautiful stadium in England say Mumu stadium na and the mu de tumi ho a
say the Tottenham for no
but as Wenger de nyame no ku ni me we be adwen in terms of influence by in the Premier League need obi otimi aya ade pa dia we Alex Ferguson na as Wenger should be second.
Also second.
Yeah, but between
maybe the Wenger to third there, but also
second. Yeah, I say over second. Yes, over second. Mourinho so ya there. Chairman easy as Wenger echo on beating no and also a record. But why the Premier League chairman imagine say we bought 38 games in the Premier League now consider just 15 goals. Obi antimi yes ade ne bi o.
Or the 14 or 15?
15.
Okay. 15
goals now. Sa Chelsea team they consider here. 15. And Obi antimi yes ade ne bi. Pep nso ba Premier League no no chairman proper influence. See I can say 100 points then achievable in the Premier League. We were told.
Yeah.
Say ubetimi anya 100 points all La Liga. Ubetimi anya 100 points all the French Ligue 1. But about Premier League now because of the level of air competition in the Premier League you know now almost difficult and I say impossible so ubetimi anya 100 points in the Premier League. Pep comes into the Premier League about possible 100 points or the G League you know. Pep ever Premier League no obi anti bi league into aso biensa until Ferguson did it. Ferguson retire you know ofri okono manager bi enma no team G League ato aso miensa ba obayi waje ato aso miensa Premier League na ye ka no the only time a manager bi etimi age treble na Alex Ferguson treble way back in 1999 no na manager bia entimi nye treble last year Pep etimi as treble no and it you know say between Mourinho and Pep them didn't place behind Papa Fernandes and Wenger there Pep Bayern said there but the influence in the Premier League no chairman made Pep ebeto third now Mourinho I fourth in this list there mo ebe me fourth choice.
Okay okay yeah well looks like obia nay Biggie you back off of say Ferguson Wenger
Pep Guardiola
Mourinho. Okay, in terms of influence in the on the Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe Kaba Mourinho. If you to the Mourinho to even first though, if you to the next second.
Preferences.
And
so what the can say preferences will be one day.
Say that be about power open assessment.
And some discussions really personal influence you. And most times you have a generational bias. Once a lot of people aren't sure Alex Ferguson era no.
A lot of people cry be over pair bomb now Mourinho.
What you say there na one cry can Ferguson say no nim the Ferguson here. Onim the Ferguson here ebia obetima ko ready. No have a bit of videos. But modern day footballers now more the Premier League ache there. Omo mo share omo pa be ye bia Mourinho any Pep. So generational bias sometimes we choose the best. Only will be team can't choose the best players crana. Players are almost here can presently no. Any more vote than players are retire in the past. Because a man for Kayomo Musia Kansas more than those of Motimia retire. And it preferences you'll be about it there. That is why the big guy in the yet the democracy and say it differ. Until there are people outside so many differences in terms of first eye choices. There's no problem about that.
Young show my achievements in terms of coaching in the Premier League. I mean, limited to even the Premier League. Manchester United, but I'm here, Alex Ferguson, and the Sunday Zogas Oka. I never you.
The mama,
Ferguson won how many league titles? 13.
11.
11, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
Premier League trophies.
But 13,
FA Cups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Football League Cup 1, 2, 3, 4. Community Shield can count anything a cup and a ceremonial.
Champions League.
The Champions League. I mean, say a cup about the Premier League. Say
okay.
So don't bring the Champions League.
But so I need Premier League now to make the Champions League.
I understand, but another say the Champions League. The Premier League and the Champions League. Oh, individual awards. League manager of the decade in the 90s. League manager of the year. Ojeno say 5 times. League Managers Association Special Merit Award. Premier League Manager of the season. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or 11 times.
Chairman, the remember
Ferguson, I don't think that is in dispute.
The remember the basis of the achievement, Obetimi and correct, and he said longevity. Why you know how many years? 27 years.
Oh yeah.
Pep, I did how many years? 7. So what the Pep 7 years in the Premier League air compare will be achievement in 27 years. Why you fair?
Matthias, of course, there I will say we bought 5, we be that goalkeeper, we bought strike, we a striker.
Best like the
best. In the next 10 years, I am sure that the story will be differently told.
Yeah.
Say or Pep to me more than
and that is what time a Pep better Premier League in for that long.
No,
oh, that be a better stage. Be no say Pep no.
I'm the team na channel.
Pep who say team no. Yeah, obedu stage na say team na is saturated. Until motivate you as until or ya. Pep na kasa will up to leave.
But Pep no said you see and you must say the or forget in the enemy. Wow, better check. They say we no see team no because we could be on control at time. Or say you will not keep any player or bet being an say I want to
the
move.
player decide so but
player because of money ko. Sana Ferguson yeah. It's the be any team no. Only a new face. Only players who are hungry to achieve kakra. Say ena go voice do ma imagine say akomo dia go be bonske to be a home. So yes to be ja. Oga the last season ka Juventus so far.
Yeah.
Ena omo friend wo one friend wo kata wo je omo team go dey Etihad no. United Arab Emirates no. Abu Dhabi
Saudi
omo friend Abu Dhabi no Emirates no
omo no mataya wi
omo friend we oba extending the contract omo meniska me do we this guy got to play on ball artists enti na dey no bad but seriously let me show Mourinho so Ernest as a manager because Mourinho at Chelsea and Mourinho at United
no sir space
he won the EFL Cup with United right and FA Cup run up. United then so by Europa and not Europa League. But Premier League, or Jemiensa, or the FA Cup Baku. Also Manchester, or the Football League, or Jemiensa. Asemenga, how the Asemenga beat But Mourinho, so maybe only 1 or 2 years more Premier League. This time,
Mourinho also came during an era. Na Ferguson and
Asemenga dominated
Premier
dominance.
Yes, and we break that dominance. It's Mourinho also influence, and another Christian can say at times in discussing things like this, we will be generational bias. But it means also it's going to depend baby and if fast free because there is no laid down criteria. This person has been influential and to be able to find it from a different angle. And the diaba because I believe so our time now Jose Mourinho so buy any Jumo of Abaye it will Premier League with Chelsea at that time now Ferguson Manchester Arsenal Wenger no be breaking that duopoly between these two Chairman he also did he was very
well that is very of all the managers who are coaching the Premier League except for the come once me Clifford Table for say for longevity is Ferguson for professionalism Arsene Wenger. Because Arsene Wenger ushered all the clubs into the era of professionalism. Wenger's influence stretches beyond the borders of trophy winning. None of the clubs had dietitians until Wenger arrived. Okay, also okay. I'll say, but these 3 coaches, no disrespect to Pep or whatsoever, but feel he didn't play back-to-back games with these coaches. Their era is a little different. Pep is meeting coaches who are totally different. But these 3 coaches played with themselves. Fergie, Wenger, Jose. Okay. It's your no say, Oben Fergie first, Wenger second, Jose third, and Pep for my view. Okay. And no, Odiaba, OPK. Okay. I don't know about OPK. They're very different. As I say, I can say best player of all time. They will have different eras. But, as I say, but still, we will still have to select the best in terms of and I don't know. But also, I'm on for the one on Facebook. Eddie also Eddie Eba. I mean the most influential. Okay. I said from day one of the Premier League, it was Tinko ball na cross and head. Pep changed all that. No. Reverend.
Arsenal no more boy.
Pep no.
Arsenal no more boy.
Hey, I don't know. It's your opinion though, and I respect that. But for facts, the street football.
Arsenal must start to ball.
Okay.
Kokula be say, oh, yeah, by Arsenal, judging crop way.
Of the most influential.
Let's list in okay,
for all time, Dragon Club, I don't think you can. Influence club is also influence our Premier League. On the club, Nitianye Gakazani, and now Abandon. Oh, and I wish you Pep Guardiola more Agatanos. Oh, I be so because we are coaches be on my influence, of course. Everyone give 5, maybe another club of them, but the top 4 there. honestly. I'll say, BKB, are we talking about impact or legacy? If it's about impact or legacy, I do agree with your crew. But influence, nah, we can't be using achievement to answer this. No. Achievements, may you so achievement, but when it comes to about influencer, influence there is all about Ferguson.
The influence on the Premier
League. The most influential manager in the Premier League was Ferguson. Then Wenger. Maybe them the Pep to second, but me tell my argument, I change my argument. I agree with you that I think Wenger should come second. Then I'll choose Pep third and Mourinho fourth in terms of influence, because they say Pep will a lot of influence. So obviously became my all-time is Seydou Zebo. And Amponsa Junior. PSA go do Isaac Shaggy also maybe in Burkina League. Okay. I think this influence thing is losing tangent. I don't think it's about trophies. I think it's about how other teams copied their style or changed their system because of them, both on and off the field. And again, how they could affect decisions on and off the pitch. In this regard, I think Pep could be up there with Ferguson. Mourinho influenced the league with his Rambo defensive style. Okay, about influence, Wenger will be the number one. Wenger changed the face of English Premier League. Yeah. The English Premier League. Yeah. When he introduced that time the Johan Cruyff style of tiki-taka. Yeah. When Arsenal were passing the ball, it was one for say Arsenal wanted to pass the ball into the net. Because Arsenal passed they were not even shooting. So when you talk about influence, but not still, I think that Ferguson maintained the English style of play, and a lot of tweaking the kaka to bring a lot of flamboyance with the gigs, Cantona, those players, Then Wenger, so we will be out here the Premier League for some time. Forget about trophies. Influence in terms of style. I mean, nobody be by. Ferguson used the English game style, the number 2, 3, 4, 5. Born style, he won a lot of things. And Ferguson on and off the field, he was so influential. And now kind of referee for as I say, as Wenger introduced the passing game, the sweet football into the Premier. Is it Pep didn't bring it to? I beg you. Exactly. As a Wenger free system, but Pep may say, I'm for Obiama from the back. That's the essence. As a Wenger ball into that time, Barcelona player or Arsenal player because they knew the game. Arsenal player or a player called Barcelona won't be now start Fano. Okay. I'll say club has made an impact. Imagine EPL without club. Man City would have had an easy ride. Daman K. Henry. About Pop, did you watch the exposition on Sports Salad last night? I didn't do. Sadly, I missed it. Obama, okay. Obama, okay. All right. Now, Yabafi, now, you kind of Emma Santiago. I say with Mama, a young Kibia, Basso and Kibia. When I'm a Sassam, so whatever, I'm a Sassam this year. I don't say. Now we have got it.
Yeah, me I don't say man now.
Now we don't. Just be the show.
We Aberdeen, yeah, Scotland.
Oh, Scotland. And I said Ferguson. I tell you.
Say Chris am the bass anyway, but oh dear no where Adam is made to a chiga.
Oh,
big deal no instead I'm pages. Chairman, I say already web me to the walls.
No. Yeah, check the most influential. And we can say influential. We cannot just look at trophies.
Okay.
Oh, you can look at a lot of things. Once your coaches be at a point, you say there's an university career mass. I mean, an honorary doctorate for entertaining football. Now we are Ferguson, so it will be Harvard in 2013. As someone all their professors to investigate the tactics. Or you come up, impact. I mean, when it comes to influence in the Premier League, it's now this top four, and you say four coaches in the so a lot of influence in the Premier League. Now, in terms of order. Say 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week. Maybe and say 1 Ferguson, 2 Pep, 3 Wenger, 4 Mourinho. And Biggie any Christians there be. So by influence part Ferguson back maintaining 1, but second there remember Wenger, third Pep na Mourinho abe 4th. Until also until
I take after you. 4 years straight. That's my 4. My 4, no. Fergie Bay number 1 because of the absolute dominance. Who said like everything about the Premier League is about Fergie, so you can't take him away. The reason I'll put Pep Guardiola second is say the impact not buying has been enormous. In almost every team in England wants to play his style. So the whole of the England game in create change when Fergie, your friends, Pep Guardiola buy, and again. Pep Guardiola wa Adebia, chairman, every country will be remember our national team so peja. And in England, we've seen how strong the English national team has been. Although they've not won the trophy though, but at semi-finals and finals in other competitions. And the English players are well respected. Almost to me fit in almost every system. Even some of the team if he's always cities and more pass, but we thought say English players might not fit in that much, but today they are doing very well. I agree with you. Wenger will be third, no doubt about that. The quality of players he raised when they are mature, they still stick into the minds of people. And Wenger a coach ultimate Danny why is a chameleon. When he came to Arsenal, not going to buy big. He was still able to use very young players to still get some success somewhat, still stay in competition. Also, with the record of playing in the Champions for close to 15 or so years, if I'm right, with the budget and everything. So Wenger is such that many big players are he's there. Many players who are not that big, he's also there. Now, no what bad Jose Mourinho, and even what he achieved for Arsenal is a miracle. Getting them the stadium, look at the players. Thierry Henry, more bad, Davis Beckham, more Kanu Wanko, and even using African players. Also, because of Wenger, African players thrive with Arsenal than any other team in England. Some other time you're beating Hong Kong, but people think it's Chelsea's. No. Chelsea with African players say 50-50, especially with Ghanaians. But they thrive with Arsenal very because most of the African boys who went to Arsenal, they bring out the way player but he make them who they are. Same as what they American as so now
350,000.
Yes, but it became a world-class player.
It will be Arsenal squad no. 5 million.
What I say, but they were able to really compete.
But Kwakula because Fergie and Wenger are miles ahead. They achieved a lot with limited budget. Mourinho and Pep's influence are money induced. Give Klopp same budget and you achieve more than Mourinho and Pep.
No. Fergie spends huge sums of money. But that time, not players aboard. It is a near so compare because of inflation. It is a near economic value of the player. Near.
But Osha coaches me and saying any panel on to cry Wenger.
Wenger and then
on
top
players. The point near player was expensive player. With Antonio Reyes, 23 million.
Yes, because he was an economics. All these things came into the game, and maybe it's an influence has been in Markle. And don't say even Ohe Wenger. My friend football class who pay for his country because those 34 players are recruited for Arsenal. And man, say we English for the free. I think the foreign nations, they're French and they're also Premiership when they've achieved loads of success. Mourinho says obey any day, but Mourinho 2 years it was short lived. And of course, I'm by sometimes he wasn't that Mourinho. So in terms of consistency, some of the Mourinho better for the chairman. I agree with you in Toto Fergie, Pep Guardiola, Arsene Wenger. And Jose, Pep Guardiola only because the influence na short, but it's been a Markle. Obia is trying to go the Pep Guardiola way. And Obia name for the next 10 years how it's going to be. And
I think the next 10 years, if it goes this way, he'll be the most influential.
Exactly, no doubt about that. Yes, and they may know but this, me cry the audio, my mini Morino for the top 3. Who say, yes, say, Udi 4th, Oji Wood, but 3rd, no better bronze. 2nd year silver, na first year gold. It's yengi 14 if you call Wood the Empire, the best soldier.
Coaches be
oh, why are there? But yeah, top 3. Those who be on the podium. Hey, who's a Marino they are respecting, but yeah, podium means yeah, Beko Fegi, Pep Guardiola, Wenger. I know that about that. Marino free.
Okay. All right. I tell you, Buffy. When you say about 11:20, I be baby the final I be so china. Now I'm say mama yama is Gala top 4 has been cancelled. Mom say
that is all.
Chairman, is it not say about tournament week? Now do a few days say na tournament nangasano. The reason yes say the clubs going to Africa be used as a preparatory stage. First question. In which country yes I know. Countries in Africa elali mo on see our top 4 and top 8 be edible. No, it's not there. South Africa no more top 8 and they're da.
Nigeria so
yeah, and the problem is this. Top 4 near say the 4 country. To me, you know, top 3 plus 12. Meaning that team be obedi 12 see any same to top 3 no one near the do 12 but now quite top 3 plus 12.
12
again.
12
oh, and maybe a House of Folk, maybe last season or 2 Emza has the also. No more the same. So we a big team. 10 for now. There was this time I had to put place lower, but Omo be rem.
Yeah,
exactly. Until also Buffalo team that will go to Africa, and for that matter, top 4 more man, but top 4 more Africa. So why did you add them? Until Omo defeated the purpose of the tournament. And me say looking at the money involved at this season, not chairman Omo, the minimum so what do you call so?
20,000.
And I'm here as a chairman, no be can next year and what sponsors our tournament. The relevance no chairman anyhow and yeah clubs no Africa has for 400. Chairman, what I say? Our clubs are not doing well in Africa with this same competition. Competition and the relevance no a debt on arrival. Seriously speaking, because every country there Africa chairman and Europe in almost league in the preparatory stage for the continental champion. Is that not how it is? So league in say you be your money is strong near the compete. But won't go ball 3 way. So mom say second watch on more free. Into mom say has to swim or mom so be ama. Into chairman made a name say on beguno. And a clubs no cross or muji to mko budgets ask away and it's almost one division. And the chairman may not surprise at all say on my council. One of the major news me feel see yenga Ghana football. That competition there. Because first na ni who has got top 4, ni who don't ball team. Not top 4 was very lucrative. But Siciano, and a nipa no down or crash, a president cup crowd of organizer will be answer. A whole president cup will be ama. It is chairman and no dear Saturn and yes or muye beam because me who the relevance. Seriously speaking.
Any paid we evolve. With time, this is a back. Gaka top 4 no. You start no. The idea ni bibia na e de my ebo Gaka top 4 no. With time, Nelson company for Timmy Trasi near Sisano. Now I'm sure said they've now realized it. Oh, Gaka top 4 without Kotokoni House of Fuka. You're not going to get that media attention, even public attention. You are not going to get it. I am one more competition. Regardless of whether Kotokoni has been finished biano, make them part of the top 4.
And that's they also me and say. I also first of all, constitutionalize the competition. On say Ghana Hanankasano.
But Chairman, the point I was making is
permanent members
because you need the numbers.
They all say
you need the numbers to be at the stadium.
They all say we can do the Nigerian thing or the South African thing. Top 8
and
because unim say Kotokoni has top 8 some
has finished 12.
I understand. It's see once in a while.
Once in a while now. What then will you do?
And now aside the no so adeba ko say and say also ye mra on the channel. Also ye mra say competitions for Ghana Premier League season league, FA Cup, Gaka Top 4, Super Cup. elite competitions. So say any say team be team pull out. So pull out that you come with a fine. We sure say you have say be team be qualify Europa Conference League. When you say no or your Manchester and as with Juventus Europa Conference League then call or say member. CAF competition who pull you out? They ban you 3 years.
Yes, sure.
They ban you. It comes with a fine too. Say I teams because I know you saw my muscle and I say I ain't your numbers no. Scanning your no. That is not also to say you cheat them, but
exactly.
Also who say same year
they are part of the association.
Now Kotokone has a Montines canon and so bar from Sado.
It tells you in the top 8.
And again,
sponsor.
Chairman, me the top 8 to cry the mean support you because Ubetimenya an FA Cup winner or Africa or even a Premier League team.
Yeah.
How then do you prepare that team for Africa? So they got cut off for their prepared team for Africa.
Yeah.
Because we have lived in this situation now. An FA Cup winner was a Division 1 team. Nania FC.
Yes.
So the FA Cup or the top 4 in their prepared team for Africa they are. Nania FC could not have played in the league to finish in the top 4 in the first place.
And in the
so
the
point I'm making is that if you want to drive the numbers, a more competition. We need Kotoko, we need House of Folk to drive the numbers. Let's make them automatic members of this top 4. Then Kotoko G League na a bonus. House G League na a bonus. Odi second a bonus. Odi fourth a bonus. But in the event say we are an FA Cup winner and cut off for no, regardless of where they play or where they finish. Chairman, unum say competition can be more interesting. Saying these are newly promoted teams in the to prepare the newly promoted teams to face the new season. Bobona, Chairman, can you a good idea? So ye be top 4. Ye the Bakwa Kawana F5. Not teams now or promotion into the Premier League no. Yes, some more competition be. Yeah, prepare teams for Africa no. Near prepare the newly promoted teams to also face the new season almost by
well, that's a fantastic point, Christian. But also they say newly promoted sides also bomb Super Cup. In China, make us say also go South Africa more MTN 8.
Yeah.
Yes, we turn company Baba sponsor said they no money got can free so.
Yeah, never know yeah. Chama, I won't say
competition. Yeah. Organizers don't have the they say it's one Caribbean MTN a year say red and white consult blue footprint say a thumbprint MTN artist here. Because you ever say the organization, you have the thumbprint as an event organizer together with red and white consult and organize virtually obviously. But MTN competition, MTN Ashanti, then you got you have a competition. We need a competition that will prepare the minds of people for the season. Every time the class say, "No, say Christian, we pay people to talk, not to think."
Exactly.
I also think football stakeholders should sit down, think. You have a competition. Oko USA. NBA or regular season. You see NBA playoffs. Not playoffs, not bad. Now you South Africa, they play their league. You say top 8.
The whole template.
The winner takes 8 million rand. You are making almost $1 million. The competition doesn't seem organized. That is why people can pull out. By emergency, constitutionalizing the Niakasoki. This is the thing. The top 8, you top 8. If the winner of the FA Cup falls within the top 8, automatically the first 8 in the league will play. If the winner of the FA Cup falls outside it, it will be the first 7 clubs in the league plus the MTN FA Cup winner.
Exactly.
Instead of top, an invitation.
Concept party, last season, Sadia Owakanum Bofu. House a FA Cup, House a League, House of others over the trouble, only trouble. Oh, Sa Adiano. Oh, Yahano, Man City, And so come to quadruple.
No.
About community shield.
About community shield with Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Arsenal Senna Arsenal community shield winner and Man City.
And Man City, that's true.
Even though Man City won the league and won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
But the community shield the remember say said the winner no league no FA Cup yeah. The team will be second in the league, who play the community shield with
so mandatory at the whole.
It's enough for them as one bebo. Now the end the abana time on the banner. Wait your time on ya suspended near Timiambo. Oh, ye season your mobile papa bio kuma. Your teams in Africa bio moko bibia league now you when MTF we can make time for these things. Enti ya yira I'm a Nagaka top 4. Now to win at 20,000. Then tell us something for win at 20,000.
If you create as low as 4,000 Ghana, almost so kobo. And I'm the shame. And chairman, as I'm now kind of in fact I'll say the inception of this competition, they said not that time 4 teams in Africa from Ghana.
Yeah.
What's all Kaya? And they say okay, I'm about the top 4. But see I'm no say 2 teams neko. And yes, they are not thinking, which I agree with you. I was saying competition evolving. For they are starting a quiet and also change it to current trend. That is what they fail to do. And think evolve nanka I follow the current trend. Like the top 8 now walk and was sponsor near they was. But that's what they fail to do. And no more Nankasano because all Casa has recorded Next said the purpose of the competition said we are preparing for Africa. We're defeating. Now you are going to look for money. So what's my argument? I say until this competition there, so mid there so much. Not say your best chef for be bad, that'll be better because for Premier clubs or ball no budget 4,000.
And there be the chance that Gaka so agile competition, yeah, Gaka's relevance will die out.
Exactly that.
I mean, show idea. Gaka relevance will die out, eh? On say the very moment you Ghana you politicize the Bibiano, it messes up a whole lot of things. I mean, show idea. Imagine, say, Gaka Ghana League clubs, Premier League clubs and Division 1 League clubs, and the former Gaka. Imagine, say, was a Gaka powerful. Ghana FA elections. You bet to know Gaka level. The Gaka level in the sense that Premier League for reps are Omobeko as Esco Nisono. You bet to know the level of Gaka.
Okay.
Uti. Then to generalize on say FA election in Ghana. What I say? Tigaka. Every time there be a Gaka elections. Gaka will be elected reps who represent the clubs on ESCO. And that level no say Division 1 4 and ya tono ya nyani patre no moko Division even the Premier 4 Division 5 and ya tono the Gaka and the reps. Gaka reps okay. Even though say the same thing, but your man the tag of Gaka it makes Gaka relevant.
Yes. And the candidates
say division women's league. The women's clubs should go meet. They do their elections and present one person to Abano. Where in a year rapper Oba Escuso. Then the American party the FA elections and the so invariably Clamo Mukoeno, allegiance Kakai to Gaka because that's the route with which you came with.
Sure.
Now I'm going to Gaka and say Gaka dear young some organized top 4. Top 4 need to as well. Gaka in Fasubia Obi. Say Yanyan is Yanyan PFA Genius, PFA Focusia, CBS PFA Foco elective Congress. Omuko yi omu repa oko representing PFA Sadia
now yet more
institutions have about the institutions within our football by nyanisa because we see two from say oko comes Gaka a warfare body what Gaka nyan run a warfare body it's always been since and another Gaka a device we can still go back to that to make Gaka more relevant say and we can say we can go back to that. Say no Biggie, yamra na dey born. Say ya answer you be bra you born in the
problem.
Nipa we born because and some football for the biano ba no airtime. Yan ye ball. So kasa asem kire me am dey obey ball.
Football people.
Football people. Fishermen, you for fishermen for now when you make those comments, especially me, I mean, you those are and the Thai cake as animal. make sa maybe na prof darling to kekebi mo yes sa de na now fe move pam the free home because born you are selling the product you sure say I'm in charge I don't go next level so that go tin yes or the new product maybe I enjoy ko level ba no obeye ebia nipa bi researchers be so mon cut down then the marketing demands there how's the market like then product now some products because of any on the year in the man eba numti also say nipa na metal product amono they will love the product
exactly
it's there be or yet to please people they think your friend say CSR programs or the corporate social responsibility programs we be to get into the hearts of people so I work about so the 1% command because of that because I now me myself contributing to other people's lives born for no so come who say born na me ye no
me na me ye better
me yamo bi so who is obaya diama nipa obetifios there be also because stadium sorry I must say because stadium by saying because go bobo baba stadium na mama no am out stadium from the fear to stadium 100 steps crying unim obisa na go bobo because kanene ejusa no ko bobo macha o tiere on kra because ya paki cars na any be jeja kwa na cheche go for paki akwa that time papa man take it yesu so no o why did the ticket they go school again say o da go cheche go for go match the ticket and then who cares because oma yade na kwese football people what are you doing to show the outside world that you care about them umfa ho what's the point I say
exactly the point
born now you know me na me enyo me na me born it you have to do it to please me. I'm an example. Ketu ebi ansana mama bem. Emra yesi European Super League. Aba Ghana hang any case. Manchester for jatum, Arsenal for jatum, Liverpool for jatum, wa home nyina jatum. Ena fans no so montiase. Fans no so montiase mtio. Nanka Kroma akambida so wakaje fans no.
And Omega so muntua hwe na monye hwe na monye
mo yeah obi any team no ahanga then Omega kache fans no. But me see video am real fikrada Liverpool na Prince WFS Henry oye video and na all pass supporters nature say o man consult you omo papa no on the top players ka on the team yen dia but who say without the fans, there is no football. And as a Sister Blatter say, also the support of football people. But I did also only the support of the fans. Almost on airborne. And then as a Blatter also you realize that he doesn't have support of the fans. Ghana answer there. If you have support of the football people, you don't even have support of the fans. They don't care. They don't care.
They are good to go.
Until you're born to be good. Until I make us a big. I also say I cause baby I never won. Yen change your dynamics in Kakava come FIFA say. Ye Kromono. Ye Kromono. You are able to intervene. 7 prediasa. Ye dream a day team no. And Tessa Mama dream no. Mukromo the Abbey will be a boy, will be a club no to be running football. Yen to me. Because you need no cram my home. If you feel you catch them say, yeah, dear. You may make sure say, you're buying, you're getting involved. So I bang you from you mind. Said that it's normal year, but to sober, ye baku. No about be every president. Now about be member of the ESCO. Now ye clubs no. Gaka level ya to be baku, no be vice. Now for ye clubs no premier for be baso, we move baso in ESCO say 13 gra. You will be 8 people from the clubs. Premier and Division 1. You're 1 from women's football. You're 1 from players. The president from Abai, another member from Abai, then another person, ordinary Ghanaian, so that he represents Ubia. Nasa Embrayan, Emrame, Nipa Mamra. Yet you say in a FIFA say, Sabio, members man with Champion. Yes, I see you answer because FIFA Mrano or your man Nipa. Uko Morocco Chrome Honoma, Morocco for no. Chrome Honoma. And now, I'm not buying around the football. FIFA banning on. But my FIFA chair said, this is young criminal. Saying ye, no. You need problem behind the giant. Oda say, what friends young competition, the team of Vanessa. Oda see a running team, scarred by my bank accounts, and be amount. because of Kabrani Benyas can go to people are home. And because Yanyanisa, trust me, in the next 10 years, Yabobola, a bay empty, a bay the team's omnium officials, no, and a few supporters there 10 no to steady where
behind closed doors.
I'll tell you.
Chairman, me point in and say the all can perfect, but the problem is someone yet. It is because Yeka Gaka seminar previously, not Gaka and serve as a pressure group to the Ghana Football Association. A dear bang and a Gaka for the Kachenya Hutamakuru. Omo Kachenya who say, wo opa trotu baby and swunka, yebe tu tabanche. Eventually, one minute to the Hutamakuru, it was Gaka. And Gaka no, Sabreno, a quina na Gaka is strong no. Obi fa Gaka no be Ghana Football Association no. And we see sa quino. Because chairman, only Mr. Wan see quina, quite fast woman to the home no. Obu betimia yenibi. So he had to change the laws. And I'm also trusting on Mujitum, oh, football people, yani football. And I continue to teach him Samrano. Because know him how powerful Gaka group in a year. If you want more about the chairman, since that time, and a Gaka be irrelevant. And the clubs in Ankasa Kromun Tia Gaka Sem Gaka no ya Ghana League Clubs Association. Or ya clubs in the mother body, no, clubs in Ankasa and Tieno. I remember during the Jamakomo time with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now you bet Kadiama clubs with TV rights money. First one a buyer, and a Gaka Simo Bianco Genes Canisa on the Ghana Football Association in Kataton Fabin Town. Kotoko na kwa Jene DFS. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And a Quajin DFS. Or Giana has to for Quaji. And our teams now can get one and say, ah, now Kasifoya Quaquaja trained. And no Monsuko Quaji Omodi. Eti Gaka and Ankasano Crampon, the teams in Ankasan Tienatem. So Gaka net down, it is dormant. I see any Gaka room. Because Quaya Befaso Gaka be strong no, almost Sisa Quino, and the Gaka for Ankasanim. Those days, you bought top for Sani Okruma. You won't say the name of City. Chama now Cassa, a miracle and you must say as a son near money as a Samra. There are going to be a lot of instances. Your boss is in where we have to focus in 12. It is a top 8 in Pona Oba. Have to focus in Kwanya part of the top 8. It is going to be Moby. But I have seen in Yakotoko, and I'll bet you do a maton competition no one yaska. It's instead of top no. Other any intimate is an invitational tournament. It's a new boss is in New Year. Mega Katima me pen and me friends on my tournament no. And for mammy, it is a Kotokodi 16th, Kotokodi 18th no co-relegation crowd. Me pay my friend I'm an Obi any case. No one make sure. So bet me a pesican out your body and hobra. Come and look at community Gala ya mubwe. 20,000 Ghana cedis for the winner. A community gala and a year bow. So today are we saying say community gala ni betimi a draw sponsors than that of your Premier League clubs? Is that what we are saying? And the guy can mean for the name of the Premier League clubs. And fan konko press sponsor papa bi. And fan me organize the competition. And my clubs and mono munyaska. No guy can to nyaka can fan channel. Chairman 5% na your top player guy can no more to tuamomo. Gaka da so Jesus kan. Efeni tua eko.
Anu bebre kwa team did e bi kwa dey ka omuntai. Emebun ka se Gaka be ka say awan for transfer no mu bi tua Gaka se.
Na dey fit dey no ntia ka dey ma no.
Just efeni ankasa na pe kwa bi so onu ka dey wie Gaka no.
Efeni abeso gu Gaka no ba mu ntimi nka.
O wie Gaka no body from o brand fu o yi Gaka free o because when say Gaka ni nya gu say kim wa wie. And I remember those days. They omoko tenase G2. Say I assistant format no. Gaka chairman and my GF vice president biom. Chairman, I was very sad because I realized say Gaka wie ye ne sa daro, but they didn't know. Omo wie ye eno no. Etienne, wona na ye pressure group no. Say I wonya pressure group biom. Eti Ghana Football Association no onfa Gaka ne nya hwe. And now we can say Gaka no organize top 4. Why the better Gaka can throughout the season? Say a boss season the way. Afimuni nyina so obi ate Gaka nka. Dabi on te Gaka nka. and no more what yes adwuma no Emma Gaka no be strong no they are not ready to do it because a Gaka is stronger ebe ha Ghana Football Association president and those in power it is say no more pe Gaka no Gaka ni na hodin no mo fanya domat no mo ntieti Gaka no so no mo ni nya de mo ne pe the Ghana Football Association na Gaka ni ngu na ngu it's almost metro dia kwa FIFA saying yeah part of the world saying the person yeah football ni say near the first say never other bodies be strong na keeping the Ghana Football Association on their toes no FF1 yes ade no bibi ni penisa do no ne penisa do no be ka bia final oh football people na yet one oh football people but if say I'm running football kroma no and be mama football people there then some of you are not better than some of us because they are more running and the Amuyan Kromay and the Mamoya football people. No. Then some of you are not better than some of us in terms of running football. Because you want to be more running with Kroma when it comes to football. Every aspect of the game is dying. And Okape football people. Football people. Meanwhile, I'm running ball Papa Bia Kroma. Again, you go on egu. Nigeria football top 8 and tell you. The winner got 25 million naira. Chairman, 365,000 cities near can want them no. Nigeria top 8 winner Edis Kacha Ghana Premier League champion. Ghana Premier League champion. Nigeria top 8 winner Edis Kacha no. Nigeria Premier League last season winner 100 million naira, which is $128,000. Omubowie ya no. Enye obi na akwa kacha omu se sika ni so. Chairman, omu organizing league na nkasa atena se adwene. Omu se sika no omu de ma club ni twa. $128,000 no. It is season no move no. Only 50 million naira ba beka ho. And that 50 million naira beka ho 150 million naira o convert it to dollars $192,000. 21 billion. It's in Nigeria team the start league no. The OG league no. Over 21 billion down and over season nothing. But I had no dey be my clubs no. But you better RFA chairman for him. You have $30,000, 30,000 cities. From developing football. Oh, Chrome Hanum. Over Kai clubs and trauma. Now, if a chama been a trouble, to me, yes, couple to me. But the son said, over to be any BBF free or what say about to a bar. If you are doing things for them, no, my okay. Now, clubs no want to administrators need actually. Almost one be no many teams in a honor. No, my could get no, my yeah. No, my sorry, at the end of the day, Obi Papa investment, you go with. They don't care. Because on one case I want to play a car. On your she on the muta no GBD sa. Say near run football kruma. It's your clubs and ne. And baby a term. It's Ghana Premier League club kwa Africa. Your target let's say kwa J. But ne Kotokwane has not even the Champions League. Echo Confederation Crampona Bitan say or target let's say also your bomb pies here bedroom money zone. Money zone are done by body ama Ghana Premier League teams. Getting to the group stage of the CAF competition, a done in Piebo, and the Ghana Premier League teams. But because we are not doing things right, baby, I dare not done it. And until we decide to do things right, you have a bomb pioneers are that because football, no, I am ra. And in Niema or Google Aquam and a Babuama football, chairman, and young Piebo.
Well, your situation. Bremen, Yamra Kotokone has almost
Mediama Muji Ghana Premier League, you know, so many Remo Stars from Nigeria Nebo Champions League. Yeah. Remo Stars Unano. Your friend Kunle Tsunami. Amuji League, you know. Sika Unano. Ediama Club and their Chomuno. Omudi second. Omamu 409,854 Ghana cedis. All converting to Ghana cedis are almost
dollars.
No, 409,854 Ghana cedis. Scout the more money, I think, say 28 million naira. And what they are team, no. The owner no. Sika owner no, and they are team no for finishing second, no. I am more than young Ghana Premier League winner. Sika the whole league in the demand. Now, Chama, okay, Simbi. Now, may read a Rhapsody of Reality. Says I book now, Kaibi.
A Rhapsody of Reality.
Yeah.
Pastor Chris, yeah, Pastor Chris.
Okay, scenario be. And the man who the importance and also the relevance of the consumer. This soap manufacturing company. Omuye soap. machine na emisi soap no nipa no ogina machine no mistakenly time no so ya so odum machine no wa odum machine no so the machine no turn soap no saa ma ebro so soap ni ba bontin no wo de tun so ani a ne floaty at normal circumstances esenka the soap etun so mu a esenke kwase but soap no don so ani a ne floaty so the as omunim say so the decision is say let's go and throw the soap away and the market say okay let's try this in the market chairman a call market no that was the soap the consumers accepted my friend the floating soap so idea na by mistake when it went into the market
people accepted that one more.
And they began production of that market adena na they began production and my company ye say tam the floating soap adentra because the consumer preferred that. So yes, science kakra bi na ebia wo into animal production, any crop production. The first you need to consider a consumer preference.
Of course, in every marketing
onkotina enkromofo baby enkromofo dominated enkoye mpreko unim nyansa.
That's true.
Unim nyansa. Ana baby omuchiri bayire. Traditionally, meaning krobi of Ghana asia omochi wade ni mponche. Taboo. Enkotena krumo nkoye mponche. You are not considering the consumer. Oh yes, so say ramat otia oye aduani. Ono nka say any need preferred taste.
Of course.
Or the aduani. You consider the consumer a most important thing. But football na ye ni die. The consumer na the supporters are not considered, they are not relevant. Or more producers think that they are more important than the consumers. That is why we are where we are now. Now all can ga ka asem no. Chama sama ka will lynch asama chire open. Lynching the time the entire you nya the word lynching. Time na slave trade the gina so pa no. Now the slave masters were using fear,
of course,
to control slaves. It will not the slave master. Yeah, wahasi the slaves. Maswala ye bone. Then na we offer all of us. Now we kumaswell in front of all of us. So the beya unsa udi hu ato yeso.
So we ye bone ya yibeku.
Sa di na no mo ye no. Na e slaves na bufu. Etino slave masters no be kwa akoda no. Ade anche no na slaves no ada se omumfu omu ahye no ana omumo a omoku omu unhu do yeye. So it became very difficult to control slaves. So they decided, say, let's invite Papa BFN will lynch. Now I'm actually quite bit to control slaves no. Or buy only 2 months pay. Or say give me 2 months. Let me study the slaves. Or we no catch them say sa current method na omudi control slaves no counterproductive. Don't bet me you should control slaves in the say identify their differences and use it. And you know slaves no some of them were blacks, some were white, some were women, a be a member also use that now pitch themselves against each other. So while they are fighting against each other, you become very powerful. And Natugaka. Say Natugaka. In modern day administration, I'm afraid no, they divide and rule tactics. Etigaka no, say Gaka are united. They are very strong force. But why don't we find ways and means to divide their front? Gaka is no more united.
Yeah.
That is why yes, he Nkonko Cheskano. And can you decide the same Concordia? FNU will have no option than to increase it. But before you realize, GACA members now, as some supporting GACA, some of them support the FA president more than even the association. So GACA Nanka say Jina Honum the chairman, a yet body no. Omye divided, Obia one interest. Also, Obia the different interest, Abagaka no so. Kotoko with interest, House with interest, other members with interest. Even last year, I think Sanomu Chase Kabia was it Kaira for and they said push for more before they realize a lawyer mind me watch before they realize now the teams not for the unity in GACA in the past according to what the slave masters did. They find a way to identify their differences and exploit it, and Gaka is no more united. When you are not united, you are not strong. The reason Gaka Egununo, Oma break into their front line. And say unity no, Chama in the past, when Gaka spoke, and a big catch on, you better say banchi, or mutu ni se banchi. So they've realized that Gaka ni body united, they can bite. Let's identify young picture against us folk. Let's explore that differences.
Na Saddam Hussein dey be. Omo mo bo man ye ku no ba president okuomu nyina. Okuomu nyina. Sa omo na ye ku de ne bai. No omo be tu omo ade je ku otu no. Tu okuomu nyina. That the same thing. Yeah.
Omogu kaga no. Omogu no.
Yeah. But what can some na to makoma so. And me to ramata mo ati. And I owe you ramat. I saw a kind the pie, the soup, the rhapsody, soup no. Say it's about the consumer. And then you just have to boom to show the football people for the BTLs, the Tiom, Makatak Baba. Winning boot to ball. Yan will be says winning boot to ball. It's a boot. Boot. Ball got the ball, any boot to talk. Well, and that's where we are. Okay. Community Slava. Yeah, how many? Okay. Now, answer na Santiago, they say this cabo.
Yes,
Is it this cabo?
Yes, Cabo.
They say 150, say 200 biba.
200.
200 man also have to do because that lad, 150 the number.
And they have to do that. Ebedu say Otumfo can report no.
They can receivables. Then can buy.
Okay. But say finish yana.
Then buy. Intimana they also aba.
Abakan.
This year they also aba.
Abakan.
It's 200,000. With the board wagon that's 150,000.
Yeah, to Libya.
Mudasiru 400,000.
Wow.
To Saudi Arabia.
And if you fasika also.
And Chairman say we if at the end of 600. Let's say we 750.
I can't end the holding
Ghana football and say first week. Robert 1999.
Yeah.
To Rosemont to 950,000.
Now say Samuel Nkum a total of Samuel Nkum to Basel 750 as of that.
And Petrojet crash 600,000.
Shall I be able to say 1.5?
I know there. Skaba.
It is a Kotoko Skaba no, but reports are many and say I'm Oma resolve it, said they are going to change contract with players. Oza Santiago go doing an amp on some time. Omo say Omuncha signing on fee.
Chairman.
Inti Unzena ama this is free players and I didn't know. Understand say I'm realizing Omu players could Dr. Prosperity. I recommend you many wakasenya players will be asked to say man is signing on your own sign. And they have realized that run it through Joma and careful. They might have to settle for free players, no. Any lower division players, no. And also the omujidi is M1. Ijoma is on besisano. Ombicha signing on fee.
I really support that. Chema, I support it in total because on first day normally the idea and buying I criticize against it consistently. Will be of because chairman, the American crime here for Bori, the American. Also, because of depreciation, they are not a go 10 and fast. Yeah, the sign non fee and collaborate with the project too. So, check in a year pa. Ain't think all the more between the air project, but all cast a monthly and also so into me ma. But sign non fee, the chairman say, pro rata near to first 1 hour. Ali by the end of the season, they're near to me, I put it together to get you the second one. Ain't media now I don't support. Again, oh, man, on any ad no mutia monthly, or music and a mood. Ain't who just can out to me cry the ball home, brabe 3, 4, 5 ma before other one a cry ma. It's media now I really don't support that idea. But of course, it was a new to no intro. House of Folk did the same thing. And House of Folk, Maminka didn't show. Because of that issue, no medin komobu say players now are not serious to play because at the end of them obekono maybe on 12,000, 20,000, 15,000 down. I say one year no one bokro obekono skada ho. So I'm a bonus so I say players na fighting for majority of the players now almost need vision no they are not fighting for that money. It's in our part there I strongly believe say Yanko back to the old system. And there's a 50,000 for 2 years. First year amount 25. The second year you best start do 25. Before the end of the first year, back starting second year. Now we've been able to gather resources because again it's a month be way be 25, way 20,000, way 18, 15. We still don't get money to pay. And I'm a player salary. Abeye another problem for us. It's going back is okay, but scanner bandia chairman is good, but it's normal. And I could say management be all baby I babe tuska. And some also move to that point. But don't also forget say kadaho. Ntiska we no skebi e kasa e honjo. It's quickly say be quiet bika. They did well because scanner more raising there. Chairman, I think very good for them to start with. It will help Koroko to get their targets and all that for that point. So that one. I'm saying a very good thing for Koroko to get, but also every management be all be take it over. This time, Grandfathers I am saying take you more or less the other management. Or more banner will be a comma scaba that consistently for years. That's how Koroko has been. Just that be musika so but the point I want to prove is that anytime Koroko a change the baton to some other person, Neska eba. Chairman, what I say by your time when so we have 400,000 for a player. Chairman, there kudos to them. On say hey Chinese born no baby a Drew say you get $400,000 for a player. I think it's good. It's a baby a Modasuru call or call Sheriff Terrasport or the call Saudi Arabian League or move to Tekino. I think it has done Kotoko good. So it's good says Kanaba. So let's see how it's gonna be. But one thing so I'm Mr. Chairman. Kotoko coach Prosperity on one because he's here to make a minimum so nim team ne pa or fast tracking yoma. Chairman, the entire makers and say Prosper knows the players he can work with, those he can't work with. That is a fact because in players never winning in. It made me feel say early as possible. Who those who believe in those on Becca. Necessarily more Becca contact us or make it to get other clubs who will be earlier. Chairman, meaning so what it is a player be crab Becca and yes, I said Yana Nako high die to know Beba no. And Kiebe friend Abakumas maybe on him penny for Betnas and not on by or the party and where the party. No more muscle backcount, so almost starting full scale training, no more backcount, then we are good to go. Because in Kotoko, Saadi we see, and I was not happy at all about that. There was one player, a day, say a day or the very day na year restoration a Christian. You can't chance him to be anymore. That boy no call game, I'll call your friend or ball confederations can be Martin Empty. Yes, and that is very bad. When himself play an home pen at least I saw Obi or baby and the Kumunya no man sign, but they sign somewhere and Nanki here more bit to me your mama back. But on the last day near catching war, your friends I could afford your say yen training in Edma. So where is the boy going? It's master coach and he say once or what the knowledge about all the play where they came from, their strength, their weakness, and everything. He knows those he's going to use because the style of play or no, he's the type of coach who want to express themselves. Every crowd ball defensive midfielder or no pay the crossing type chairman or pay those who are able to really possess the ball. So their movements very so he knows all these things. He also or this hard the neighbor. For be crowd but it should be published so that players no corner will also make contact because now all clubs have started some more year pre-season. Chairman is watch me argument so that obi on your but meaning players they will be break which is a fact. Provided say bia or more making contact on be no on be sign or more but I know say although they are making contact they might get all of them. Chairman be big to be na we are member me to asuna Mary. Akule last one interview I am so be crying Asibenu 11 wonders the issue be about say almost 1 billion from Hearts of Oak and son of mama name 100,000 Ghana cedis chairman. Now Hearts a movie about 70,000 yes that's 700 million. Almost say no. But chairman this is the point. Our man wanted boys so nim no the sacra the Nike or Cambola our problem. But this is the point. 11 wonders na ne catch up plan so money Hearts a we into only Hearts nko. So akola na nko Hearts on ankasa like ne well. Now Okodru has no more we be onza has for unveiling. Omo the flies ni aba so many player na we. Now 11 wonders is telling the boys so many has we so nim no kono na ka boy it's a problem. Now you say another big team be so abetri. But me pesa me dey no be. The issue is there what 11 wonders need to understand. And na Ghana for football people muntie sometimes football be or why you can mus muntie be ni nipa. Tell me what is the point? Me won't say player be first division. ya turn a world record that chairman mean so one say BS da me won say player be lower division you because our country no or no ya turn ho ne boarding. So what I'm trying to say, it's all about levels no matter your talent and performance. Into level beyond your the deco ya catch them say mon top players na mo big teams na mon fa and competing for Africa mo say no mbeko third and second now tell me one with the AC sisi a first division for tell us when you $1 billion plus yem fa play amount. But I feel say in case obi or first division or bad premier very good boy chairman ka 70,000 Ghana cedis is good money. In ka 70,000 cedis a good money. They need to learn from that. And na kula no so I na dwen so hearts no bebo. Mr. Memo mo ha no. Because chairman say nya player bi no ka say for example some of my boys ebi mo ya ha support ebi mo ya kotoko. But bibi to me ba na ebi onya chance obisa na odo has wo say me bokotoko. Chairman say uja na maneko because so kasa me pet team we no okoba obeyi ne yema bo he will play with love and make sure that he will die for the club. And club ne be benefit it. It's 11 one day mama say where they but where the boy wants to go they should bless him because also as my mother he's their player. I'm not saying say they don't have the right to negotiate, but me personally, so I feel say a player from third division coming to Premier and 70,000 Ghana cedis, it's okay, and it's a very good money because you will be so about Premier because chairman, no matter how good a player is, so move to another step in life, chances are it might a bit to me alpha into me although we are very good to me, so we are quite better. But only tried and tested at the top. So they should think about all these things. And for once, I see that the players has to focus signing no. Chairman, I feel we be and me ad maybe. Also, the same so I can say so hearts now no person hobo. Me name what is making the boys try to want to be there is something going on. But my problem has got to do with management. Assemble all these quality na banging now. Now we you say. Within a year, say a Botswana has players were about 6. Goals what happened? They drew the following year because of more border. So that is what I'm trying to put across. Then finally, almost I catch say, Mr. Vicento Odote Maminchano. Chebo say the kind of coaches or more a pen say, Mr. No walk and him crank on funny way, but okay, that voice. Me tell you almost say na edin mo be ba mamia because mo dey play din ayen to me mo nkwa na mo dey ba Ghana. Your friend say Nigeria coach no only Paul Dien. Oh, Kasagu Mike no.
Agbogun. Why? How many people?
Hatchful.
Aden
Paul Agbogun.
Chema Aden almost say oh no a Super Eagle assistant coach. Assistant coach was Sise Coons.
Yo, we assistant coach.
Be wo hwa. Has level heading yes I can say be assistant coach wa. Make kwamo pe coach, make to am coach wa Algeria. Set A. And you won't mean for when Medada I say or assistant coach. Ebi kwa no Sise Coons. Eti ye wie atese sa coach ni nyamba. Name 3 names biaba. Former coach Amobodu Abem. Meboa. Sika Akona Abem na hwan. Enti sa coach is na like aba. Enti we mo na this is so do take catch says I no work him the kind of coach the house dey ba. Chairman make asem wait one wade omoye. But 3 way there. Chairman. Omfa Amobodu mra back because I feel a year of return. Prosper Oguma bakoto o hwe out mu say befa. Amfa kura koto board besesa. Almost unkofa Amobodu. Chairman Bazo was na year of return. Into the because be a signing good player the boss
has unkofa Amobodu.
Yes, board baba because the board best of one right and said during board start there was buzz on the House of Folk team. Team no sorry. Omwan and Mafia na mana results Emma. And I tell my boy, they won the FA Cup, they won the league, they won another FA Cup. And now Okas almost all magic treble, which is not a fact. But of course, the Super Cup, I didn't as a Super Cup Yambo. Chema, both do the bars by or bar no maswano, so you could clearly see that the House of Folk team is moving. BB is working. Something is boiling with the team. The team were all over Nyum to supporters in the link in a year. It is a year of return there, Chema. Almost on call for Amobodu. Not Lai Kingston and deputizing him. Chema means so what I say. Lai must learn from him to some extent that a better maybe Lai can also come and take over the team. Chema meaning me assessing no. Because I said no more catchers or coaches a bed bahano, ye won't be the somebody brony take director biaba. So when they work hand in hand, I think it's really gonna work. Say BBS has some penny for no, Edwin Huye, na ye when ye queen him chairman.
Okay, Monyana, Yamaka, Ashanti was fine. I know how to
Fabu census, no one say Omo release.
Fabu says 1 million.
Chairman,
1 million cities.
Mami more the past administration abaso.
Yes.
One said this idea was born by them.
Yes.
And Omuna started the whole.
And I Dr. Jima and I say handles.
Yeah, Jima.
Okay.
And to be able to raise 1 million Ghana cedis from Asante Kotoko.
Kotoko supporter.
Now you're part of this.
11,000 supporters.
Now I'm gonna say, oh, you're Kotoko supporter. Now you're part of this. I should be proud.
11,000.
On say Christian. And no, say I was a big in soccer 11,000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kotoko fana. Fana saw their own stadium. Fans all their own Kotoko no. Ubu fu ni maybe a koso. But imagine dialing star 920 star 999 hash. O contribute to 20 cedi, 10 cedi. Video I just say. Now much raise
2 cities.
Yes, which you raise 1 million. Can you imagine that if only 50,000 Kotoko fans? How much money? We say Kotoko fans, you can have a voice. That's why you go to mention and tell the two for Anna to suggest to for say. And I ever say, maybe I hear supporters and say and keep it. Now say supporters no contribution. Maybe Anka Kotoko best catch players cake. Somebody say your 1 million Ghana cedi.
It's Monje.
Monje na mo fan chop players.
Yeah, who say indeed?
Now because supporters pay you know mo fan
Me post or Twitter in regards to this. Number 1, sustainability. How do we sustain this? Number 2, improvement. Ebeden yenti may improve the whole thing. This year, Kotoko 1 million Ghana cedis from it. Nka empire body say next year, ye better no. Nenka jump from 1 million to 2 million Ghana cedis. There should be progressive improvement as every year be an economy. How then 11,000 supporters paid? So the chunk of Kotoko supporters are Omwa Bontia Omuntimintuae.
Yeah, sure.
Let's commit something into CB research to find out what are the challenges. And how do we entice them
to
also come and pay? How do we sustain their interest? Because any say Dr. Kachi say we need to tie that to something. Something say we are Kotoko Fabu census member no who benefit back on menubia ubia onye member any. So the 11,000 now, Chairman Omotiano, if care is not taken now, one had next year, the bet me at from 11,000 to be 10,000. Most progressively every year, Biano, next so Tessa eventually be good. So before say bet me doing how to improve it, let's think about how to sustain the order that. How do we sustain their interest? We should tie it to something. Maybe we have Fabu census member. Now tier to a certain threshold Uber gator or baby a 10% reduction on something about me entice supporters to pay. I will be a wabontia on tier bino. A combato said there be as soon as you no been tea and for so say intino, my measurement conco to. But having said that, the initial stages, I am so happy. Nana am ponsa, minim ni state at this moment, that's over and now on my beam. So I may be crana. One of the legacies he left for Asante Kotoko, this initiative,
which must be continued.
And Wabefa Kotoko Biano, try as much as possible to continue this. 1 million Ghana cedi chairman. Said next year Kotoko Timi improve it. Now from 11,000, increase it by 20,000. Now the assumption is that numbers increase. Now say corresponding to increase in those figures there. Imagine next year best statistics, now Kotoko through Fabu census or be 2 million Ghana cedis. Chairman, problem has solved.
Okay,
I am against it. I am strongly against it. I don't know. Signing on fees, players. In fact,
who says player?
Chairman, who be? What is the nine on Ponta getting players for Kotoko? Why a bit me a comment last season players they weren't quality.
But one free.
Chairman, whether they were free or not, Mudasiru no a free. What was its impact and its quality? Chairman, players now here cast one free no. Quality there the same. It is not just about saying the Panaba free, Chairman. Look at the kind of quality and Ipandeba on board. And Ameka Mudasiru, he was a free player.
I don't know combine it too, so in the sense that your player be I am fan say be Kevin or say I can ask me. Maybe Techima Living Wonders player.
Yeah.
Now be so turn I'll be turning free Techima Living Wonders. But now the player and me Nwaka Chen say all the must sign on fee. But salary ni be the see.
Chairman, and I almost
salary no. Minim say almost salary advance be omo ye.
Yeah.
I'm only so much me can be a say be so much 10,000.
Yeah.
No matter 2,000 in Abia for 5-year contract now sign a year. No matter 2,000 in Abia 2 years there no the amount. Seji.
Yes.
So it means every month you are getting 8,000.
Yeah.
And I feel say marrying the two because signing on fee in there Abia because players don't come and say on it.
Yes.
But so tofu tibo.
Yeah.
So the players from their clubs. But player name no. What I decided is a signing on fee there. I intia. But almost point to say when the players don't want to come and play.
Chairman, me point and say we be any bibi na wase. In Ethiopia, Chairman, the last time I checked, no more signing on fee. It was because there were 2 Nigerians, 2 Cameroonians. Amuko Ethiopia kokoye trials. And omo pass trials no. And I am more muska any bibia. Chairman, omo GC carry we and omo passport with team ne ho. Omo koda hotel and opa yeko for omo training. Omo call yes, omo the different passport to buy. I know the war mo. And go for the passport in the call. Omo free cronim. And omo decided say based on that, omo design on fee they are not going to pay again. Chairman. And only dan chain. Nana yon ponsa say, omo take you over Kumasi Asante Kotoko no. Omo unse club ne de kabebre. I cannot club ne de no. Eye based on players be signing on fees. Player never sign 3 years. Obebo 1 year. After 1 year no, ebi na the performance nim ko ye. I was out terminate contract no. O terminate ya no do ko status committee. Ni akwa sika boom ni ade amasa player no. Enti fast one ni so. Eti se sa na be ye de a. Ye be che de agu salary ni so. Eti na wo bono na wo je. Edru se o money nko ye ni terminate contractor. Ni terminate na ko ba bi. Ana o mu create room. Say 5,000 ena ebi a ye de be ma wo. Na so feel so be hia signing on fee a. O 5,000 no, you betimi at 2,000 ni akabom di amawo. Na bo so me waje o 3,000. Ho. Eni akreti sa akwan no so di amawo. Now, Kumasi Asante Kotoko go back to that old way. Saji say you signing on fee the my players. Chairman, eni bre na ewom ni nyina na ye say, krom hanom na yete no obi a fight for the interest. Na na important took over Kotoko. Onwu say the kabeba. So he talked about his interest and then the club. Local agents today will come out with no disrespect, especially omo license no. I want to be negotiating with clubs. No munya agency fee no. Player na just signing on fee and no mu job agency fee free. And no no so any abre. Say I was a chinchina kan Kotoko signing on fees. It is not going to help the club. And you can and the team no.
All right, Big Diana no, but Jerry, let's not forget on next week, ship dealers payday. Ship dealers payday. Ship dealers payday. And this is how it works. The chance that ship dealer next Friday over Stamba. Nipa 10 Obimubia 500 Ghana cedi.
Wow.
Nipa 10 Obimubia 500 Ghana cedi. And this is how it works.
Wow.
I was a the 5,000 Ghana cedi no giving away. But more like you invest to get it. What you say? Enti o dial star 286 hash. Star 286 hash on your MTN number. Now the all you say o dial a big try on time star 286 hash. O dial options be 1, 2, 3. Ship dealer number 2. Also like you the ship dealer or select here how many tickets do you want to play? Over to me about maximum 10. Oliver Khan ship dealer, yes. It was over 5 Ghana cedi. It try 5 Ghana cedi. We will try 10. The channel say on Friday, you better live draw no ha. Live draw. We try 5 Ghana cedi. Or 500 cedis. Of course you two to be try and what try. Aha. You better live draw no. Numbers near yana ship dealer randomly. Or pick it 10 numbers no. Live, you never hear me. TV, so Facebook Live, na nipa 10 no, ubia 500. Instant now, no, I send this kind of amount. 10 lucky winners. Instant, no, I send the amount. Instant, no, I send this kind of the amount. Star 286 hash. Try your luck. You never know. Try your luck. Or they'll try 5 cedi. No, you any 5 Ghana cedi. no you need till Friday. Now Ebiana obey one of the 10 lucky winners. It's Oliver Kahn, the ship dealer's payday. It's a 5,000 Ghana cedi giveaway on Friday. They say star 286 hash. No, I choose 2 because 2 the ship dealer. Now, Yanshe, 5 Ghana cedi to play a ticket. It's Nesse, no. Oh yeah, now Mumuno, Odiana Utia, and no chain. You might be one of the 10 lucky winners on Friday. It's a ship dealer's payday. But it says it should be a star 286 hash. Star 286 hash on your MTN. Star 286 hash. Okay. Now, Momra. Now, Yansha highlights. I think it's Sunday.
Chairman, I'm watching them.
A tribe, the champs.
2-4 pack.
The champs 2-4 pack. Santa's for the Yamai. Okay, the champs 2-4 pack. Now, baby now.
Debut.
Bow highlights.
I like them.
Oh, nice one.
I'm watching them. Her quad as a phone. Tell them forth and team. Get them for my final.
Quite as the champs in bed. In bed. A giant one, I share how how it just so qualified to the final. And you did carry out. Never very how Santasi did it. And I was so near the intent of Kakawami. Why? We have young men and we are not going beyond the chance to the Nanya, Quanas with the Nanya radio. Only a Josuna, now the chance to the Nato. We this how the chance so any Santasi a match. No, it's very live on Facebook and the down. The chance so the chance the shape blue, no, na Santasi. Is it pink or move? And pink, okay. And no. Referee Prempe, the Prempe, one of the Premier League referees. Ono any Gina game ni ma odima be bia kotaja ko anim kaka pententem na here goals no ne game no say this is the first goal from the champs so first goal no abanje fin Dybala ono na if I ball a freaking the deflecting na ko say and you know a big yabe when so dey Dybala Abrante no oni bobo
Adam say don bo take kan ho
I don bo say obeso so ne san ne ko ha to folk and no names on the corners on Benjamin dia o say wa hwe boys no mo ball no who talent say that
no mo take your ball de ne be ko ha
no mo take sharp Abrante o say wow no be say the team man over so boy Bonny division 2 and I say wow it's easy interesting but Santase from in fact 2 goals down ever share in fact we're going to say connect you know and then the second goal from the champs so boy now kuta ball no look at how dummy defenders no oh now boy so boy no goalkeeper na chene we na from the Costa head ya clear and go your own goal it in 15 minutes. Now the host community LED 2 bigi 2 na dede or stance them dede onye dediketo
a the 2 there chairman him so ma qualify
no him so ma wie one Santasi came to life Elvis Opoku etebako ema and Abrante on friend no in fact and the deal no say friend say owura na say Andy no ever Eddie Elvis Opoku go no enoni and I'm tell back nti ahana 2 and first time never be 25 minutes oh never be 25 minutes
oh okay
and 2-1 2-1 it will be in say game ni be just the first half maybe 2-1
and the first half now number 2-2 no
the hey first half no as a 22nd minute 25th minute there na 2-2 eti almost 2-1 say you know how the how I have enough for no the chance for na amoto kakra what the now for you dominate play no Santase for
the chance for any omani anche
omani je na anche
We go first half now there.
First half now.
Oh yeah, 2-2 now. You know.
And look at the equalizer. Charles Kamara.
No.
I can tell you.
Okay. I'm saying video near 2.
So me the second one there. And I'm saying a 2-2. Defender friend say. Wafa.
Bena. Yeah.
Now, that question I'm here to be here. Where community football, her build up no. Her build up no. The ball and Abusuliano. Her build up no. Her build up no. Look at the build up. Where you only coach Yao. Her build up. Look at the build up. Build up. Finishing and then you look at the build up. Ghana coaches, Murebi. Around Chrome TV, never got aboard.
Fantastic for Elvis Opoku, Kamara, world best. And the Premier League team.
Mpem da Costa. Enoch Morrison.
Premier League team was almost too much.
Also, Satasi players this year car ages. Mahmoud Issa, Sasama to explain. Ebia wajuni also wajubako sa players no majiji din, but sa Mahmoud Issa guy o she agency. Jamani ya hwini. On na no muta yi ni free mama Shaibu Junior ban.
What best ba me ho after omone the Champions match. Cheva. Too much is there about match. Hello. Baby nam say nothing baby na omone bank baby na referee kon say near the BT time. Yes, pressure. No.
From what I say, add not that from no need any 30 or the delay time. That's one of that or that.
Because I'm not almost say I'm 3-2. No, second half the kind of pressure. Where your penalties, no penalties and with the crowd no which any crowd get all penalties no 2 goalkeepers in your idea. Now I say now from what you catch over the catch. Crowd ni na onse no mu huru no na de chapter for ni huru no so ja se wunim dan ke pamo ke veza kwa pamo then no say sa
don't forget say nenkie omu yi na frim doing penalties
no say no bisa hector no ma chire mu dintia omu yi na frim and no say on frim o man nda and also bet 3 na we the first penalty on boss no and when the say no was it
no Enoch Morrison
Morrison say no Morrison is saying no. Okay, it's all na. I had an eye say because na just for one yard. Till who do we penalties? Tiasem no. Born now, but we see you take 2-0 lead. And man, Ujaman bet 3-2 and then I'll take. And no say penalties no so or say America penalties no so. What born the first one I say no. If I'm a boy, you do baby na champion pon. No ma keep a 3 say okay. I was here about Joseph Fonso. I just also my boy Joseph players in the team Abedu, boy 17 and everybody. There's this boy midfielder be it's Awuni
David Awuni.
Brilliant on the bomb body in Amuna. The ball na question those had to work 2000 squad Chazaluti. On the yet attacking team no bibia.
The Chama player na kono. Offer I.
Yes, boy with the Premier League standard. Or Premier League standards over Division 2. Crowd we win no. Titi Chrome on Bessa Salmonco. On the China and Crayon Coat, medium maybe an A. Now feel about 300,000 Ghana cedis on the boarding. Anyway. Hector Saboko there.
Nyamiadum, Chairman. Yaboko.
Yaboko, Chairman. I just for Monso, Yabakamasam. Now, Andy.
Chamo,
I just want on fans in there. That way, some of the buses about.
Oh, yeah, the bus better never.
Who's the last week Friday? Me see me draw 130. Me draw or normal stance ni mu yaima.
Aye.
Almost on my pick your stand up, baby, almost now. I don't know on banana na babe bono. Tetron no mko na obana.
Ah, banana bobo. Na the tennis yanka just so yanso mko na ho.
Ah,
yakona. Ana fa ni okisi. Mo di kan kwa sa mbabo semi final.
Idi kan ko no.
Mko deliti o boy mugaka.
Ene ko tenase. Na odi kan me 1000. Say yemfanya MCC. Yemfan komra.
Okay.
Ni yetim qualify du fana na. Yeba ya chele kesere edmai. Nti ya ko fana no baye ne ko no. e ko tun se nana ye koye no yakudu fana no no o promise say oban han basis 5 for my
Far.
na wasama ye 5,000
Ghana.
Ye fanye MCC.
Wow.
And was study on one school bus. You as support to say ye fan count.
Was it share as a support. Well, yeah, I tell you live on Facebook how it was. I'm not a man now more just so omoko nana afrani okisi. Ho just so hini omoko no asoye no. Yehegaka.
Amen. Wow.
And the Awakona, you have a friend. I believe. Now, Master Mumu, I know, so I feel it one joke. I'm not here.
Sure, so the Lula shall plan. So, one of us are present and quite much the question. Well, judge what you must have me.
95.7.
I'm Melonze. The movie of GDS, March in a day, over when I end the day. I can't yak. I'm of course going to get some boy. Who has the guys you don't go and you don't support?
Well, we emra mo call nana hono. Na ni pe ni die chi ni ba gitu. Mo so enti mo the bus is be 10 never.
Oh, is it quite me nam just kun kra emra fo nya busa say tambe na bus me be so.
Omo nyina ba.
Obi eba.
Wow, na mo mrante no. Final I'm not starting as no more confidence because a while can say mo be tournament no. We had matches some more, then the more confidence in between Abidua.
Because first time you meet you or Abudo.
Yes.
Oh, boy, say just for count. We say now some guys bo man, no more because I just see the place, but no more can who which.
Aye.
See, I'm not missing cool film, got 2 penny for them. No, because I say, since in the echo, to me and share one thing. Then try say, you tune to find a crowd. Which my share, I just mind in William.
Yeah. But my idea. I'm sure saying Nancy, you're very proud of you guys.
He took an inspiration from first meeting. What people said. They came as underdogs.
Now steady, and I just saw any the last community they don't count.
Yes.
Because I did BYT kind office. So can say, yeah, in 1992, and them I can qualify Yugoslavia. I qualify the quality or Mama Euros. Yet you can free them a free fever on Bajian. And even and Santas to G, you know, because no one can. Obi na money is Santas can, and a Santas Beji, and then no me do, and a Babisha. Hector, much now mobile. Money community, no, if at moment the money the entire just community, and a boo. So,
oh, yeah, the team to beat. Tournament na here bono. Say you be share, yes, because from 1 to 18. And you say now we can your match now we show no.
Any the champion.
Say any other side could lose ball.
Come on, lose
down.
But 15 minutes.
Very good. Experienced players. Here couple penalties. Morrison ball first one to now got to go play about penalty first one about Boba. Frank action or there.
Yeah.
Corner some money. Jack Obi aye in a free ma one free. No as abe catch us a match 3. And pan watch it. 3. We are the team to beat. I just for no Bama game the year. Santasi asset now. Yenti Obianka. We've not had support from anyone.
Oh, Santasi.
Not even a single person. Not even our MP.
MP.
Oh, yeah, approach. I've yesterday was races. I told my boys you are not doing that again. So I acquire now was races. Can I acquire that?
I never beat him out now. What?
Into my mouth 1A. So one will say a Roma, I can't. You have 5 instead of 4. No, me tag no. Me now for only be on my into the tag no more. Now I am home in Bright.
Yes.
Now me room because Bright is a me buy me hard.
Yeah.
I could not Bright in chain to me now be. ɛno nti na wohu mu coaching staff no boys na abobo no ɛne ayere ho aba be do say we are the team to beat. I just for mo fight.
But Mr. Oye Penny even out here and come Santasia. Honestly, this is bad. I mean, minim krano. I did just why here. Just ote asema eikaya. No say. Omo twam kra o say mro from team is as na chana bas ma bi si oda bay time bay. Just so phone nyina de omo hwema. Me hu mrantie ni bi wo ho a. Tim say omo nyina be tie omo chi. Bo Santase for bo. Any year Santase for nya yi omani and okay, not even an MP. We MP. I told her MP for mongo for obi di omatemo community come from catch room. Somebody should pick up a phone to call the MP. Say, "Unim say en call for no bobo bi no ma do final." Na MP graph first o me di 2,000 and 3,000 go be support him. Amekom me say amekom me minimum ko ameka amekom platform no. Amekom omo be bobo bia ya contribution be 50 be 100. Rancho platform is nyina na send their team no. For more drinks, for more bonuses, for more cash. Every match, it's not like for the entire tournament. Every match, it's support from Morantiano. When you say question, enough as support him.
Oh yes, first na question beauty queen. Bisa yanka man, but you say beauty queen. On said any commands sir.
Okay.
Or Accra more. Kono dia kamini problem.
No, but sometimes go for go and nyom nyate.
Na bo no ka ebe hwa yen kwan e ba wo. Supporters ni kra no supporters ba ono on tani wo but ko nya bibi said ka Joseph e ya e na Joseph no ade a omo ye no ma ya ma na ye fe but ye be show mo sa de cap na kwa che okesi sao me na pa no
okay
some ya so nani me ma so kwanta me ma so kwanta me na no ne wo fa ene okesi
yeah
me ji de akochensa na ama hanom no na so age sa de ba be
any ba be cho very interesting well Namia no match now the first match will be between Kwada so and the Cham so the third and fourth place 3 p.m. Penny are kicking off that game and the grand finale now the chance the Kwada so the Cham so match no before the game the team there 2,000 Ghana cedi before the game will be out 2,000 Ghana 83,000 Ghana cedis are for grabs because third place now 5 now fourth place and 2 Obia guaranteed 2,000 it's on the bar prick 3,000 and that's all. Final, no, so before the game, Obia was 10,000 Ghana.
100 million.
Obia was 10,000. Now, I got 10,000 on me before. Because the winner takes 20,000 Ghana cedi. Can he get 200 million? Now, they were tossing me, and swing 100 million. MTN Ashanti Fest, Community Gala 2023, the grand finale. Also, the Chamso Park. The Chamso. Na community wumi eri nyina so me ka che mo ka che mo kofo no e se munyom sika we ho wa be din se mu bia be fa no e fa no e se utika be tibi o se Ghana 9 million o te FIFA de ma to tia na ka 8.2 aha ti se me ka che mo wa be ba kofo be yi bia no anyway then I be ka che mo fans nyina Joseph for any obi oba be game ni bia
oh kakra me ka che me fans ni se they are since day one support on their support here no on fasa amra na echina you be say anya dia ye bugo mo nimase na secondary asreba kunsun koma AMP
okay
John Kuma
I be so supportable
so support 5,000
hey I just find it I just say nana mamu 5 buses in fact at the school bus come home me ni nyina come home mamu sa ko be 3 account 10 buses na mdeba nana some 5,000 Ghana cedi and I'm MP John Kuma some 5,000
so me 5,000 and I was a promises say it immediate trophy no be chena so me 5,000
you just me happy for fun
I know they happy for fun me no ya that's how
na me support just come me bi na me mama support you dey just for na me say dan mo so lokun mi twi bi o na me dey channel
mo be say so lokun ba
eba
o jina che di so mo ni bia me free na me so jina mu bia na me go meeting ko na me say be
and match ni hu I just for I like the kind of support amunya from in fact na cry I did too much I find okay say un say na ya him for na na ka efe say wa chese me mranti ku diago mo mra na me hira mo na me pa bibi mam so mo nyenko oh nya say e jia be fie I okay na me ma na ma ko nya oh obi ko bi say mo call match munya say amunya so so no bre na me G2 but you dey say how ono de mam se monye na monko mo va go sia kan mo kono mo di nkodi nkwa mo nsamra o say o mo go semi final no o show me say match no so na na fe ni go so match ma win awie ti mo komra so
Amo the man ye fe kra wo ni say how many times and how often omunya chance kra call hini ho but omunya sa opportunity we say na omunya akọ ama na ye fe waje omu first enwumre o obi o be say mo ko na es waje omu first o ehira omu but eno nche so mbesha Santasi ensida
da woje
Mrs. Santasi is the team to beat what be say that's me adum better na me catch you say the obe win some match be okọ final
that's adum dem ya mo say
na cham referee adum for there
mo say 4 and 5
Dabi adum ne ne ball quarter final
Dabi Bantama
na make adum dey some free
Bantama no match
you catch you say the obe sha sa won be okọ final it was tough and then the champs home team no mo nyina meta echi is it
Mr. Edu the champs was say a chom nyina wadu so
mo yes hadi ya mo masters ne ndia sha no aka che obi sa omukra na hye na yes so no ye fu
na mo tim de aka say eyi
do oje ya kra ye no
say on na ti we lost the winner anyway etina me aduma tena enyeji Hector den so oka de achi obi ara
de me ka che obi ani say mo amoye organizers no ye damase my idea at least we born mo you are giving these guys an opportunity a chance a platform chamo ude wa uni players am almost start ball Gala yes start no mo nyina go league mo division 1 be crown empty me born me first tournament G dey be am for catch 11 players na mo nyina biabo premier bench move 4 as a 5 able premiership a opportunity and the boys come move for ska omo per chance no yes and that's umbo team a umbo bi yeah fa we carpenter akoye wadwuma na ball for ne mo ball omo no chance no enti yes say obia mra metayechi players ne so ye sure mun cry omo mo promises e dia ma omo nyina no e be make sure say e be fulfill ni nyina e mo obia mra metayechi na enyefe na agodi ni
message be na be ma Santasi for so mo tew campaign for aka bi wo mo nsema mo fi Santasi mo di djuma a mo nyina say mo ye yi o mani
ya message a come mo ni say mpani for yesterday mo na mo busa say bua ya come na so enye obia na bua obi okra winya opportunity kan akon na so
ai
we mileage we a platform kakra kapa be bia enje ni say bi tie nka omo nu omo PF ne ade omo tie at least omo nyina wait ma ka bi amaye we need support we just to bring the supporters to the champion
Santasi mo mpi no ai
me mpi ni sticker ai
mo na sticker de se gono so den ka brand pa ye
na
wa friend
I say we use them the shark with sisa me honestly dem am from me say aya na omo na se kona dos da bia mo ko am enti we die no kra ni say we nyu bia yi man ko bia na so
because ma ko me bia
ave
MPM nti this time we decide say
at least and I say un say so won say do final say the yake and they obete by bams ko bi kra fa phone kra fa ni sesi awo enti me mo gidie say anya me ni say me wi no ida say meti akosi bi te kwene nka ana say omo be frem
kosi bi te kwene bana de bia sorry nti obete
asemi
ana de bia sorry because yeah o so can be chat to ana na mo say okay ti e try nyame aduma Andy
Chao.
I say you be game.
Number watch be game pa. You be game.
I return involved in the catch fa na because they just for me say at least omunya good respectable.
There's a Hector akasim bi aguma so ba minti minka sisi.
Oza.
Ofe akasim bi aguma so minti minka sisi. Okay. Chao park is you do right.
Asem no beka
echa dey catch him that all
asem no beka so join the catch him
on say me complain about Mahmoud sir Omobi Frank Boateng
oni so on to call
50
Frank Boateng say one real go on there me tesa real na Nigeria trip bi enyimba sem bi wo ho no me no mateno from last Wednesday.
And then let me just
na me bisa na no person be ka ba
50 one some about no come back so
say no
no so much arrangement say we no tough like
say yes say MPC here
say
you be come na
I saw you say yeah Joseph wa na Joseph go we just say before the game for 10,000 go ansana memo 1,000 e betumu nyina me go mbebo
na unu say na obo players unu say Enoch Morrison so Black Star call up
yes also local Black Stars yes
Eduana so free omo players Elvis square and the players nya say ameki yes ka why the players need free omo teams ne ba na nya easy o
Mahmoud Isa say omo semi final Nakas world
guys watch no enti dey yin free mu back 10
omo ne the champs Nakas world train na de ne ko Samatex
okay I tell for I don't know the grand finale ye nyina ye hia the champs so 2-4 park na okay Emmanuel Torrell say oh right I missed the community gala I'm watching the show from Hamburg okay the chance say yeah say nyame ad match na you bet me you be trying to Facebook
Felix Ada so be say
I'm for the
for interested
I'm interested pa
na obi akoso nkra asa fa play na sa ba ko
I love you say onkoda also onkoda
love her fine and you are no
auntie idea anyway okay eti o de yeah try your Facebook live no be team ya hwebi okay I'll say tell Biggie Crowfrom used Premier League players but they didn't qualify from their group.
Mr. Do say no.
Mr. Do say there's a Crowfrom used
no Premier League players. But Hector Sema ya debi oka say ni players no or the ombo Gala nza no kubuti mu. Ti ono omo de no nze bi mu omo ye Premier League players but omo na omo twetwe omo nan but Hector players ne de
like every player na me captain Abutreka as omo Premier League
Abutreka nzo
as been obo second division open
that time obo league obo Gala no kuma man
baby best swad wa
Eric Apia ewo Germany also Andy I want to support Santasi and rent one bus please let me know the cost
okay that's
me the hectare number
hectare number America Santasi for mo no mo go for no mo ntem nkan and sticker honorable sticker me sure say sticker over nka o man tell me hiamwa o zo mo hiamwa nya sa e just for baba buru o mo so be is a homo soliciting support from the chapter for that this doesn't for us me nim je pe o support ma how me see you mo dey show mo
show mo na the chapter for no mo say tu no jamo me na ma de na say ka say masa mo ni bobo na nze mo ntomo bo
ba mo yade okay tinyame adoma e tena ye nyina hia wo otumfo park e wo ditcham so no me nsa bebepe ho na esa dwumadi no and so cost ntimi so mo ye nyina ye nhyɛ no so na yemra e ma no nyefe okay eti obi busa ship dealers pay day no star 286 hash just 5 Ghana cedi for an entry next weekend 10 people will be having 500 cedis into a 5k giveaway and you just invest 5 Ghana cedi now alright so we're the lucky winner anyway and then I had the birthday of Andy okay also me nyabo check akra unza na nsen ye kan Douglas asem no
yeah
enya Douglas I say afide me to so enya Douglas when you spinal problem e be mu donate ye kind conforce still donations you go soje but ene papa penny kesi bi me kanza penny kesi bi the birthday Mr. Kesi of Jackie's Agrochemicals
okay
Mr. Kesi birthday ye ne na Mr. Kesi say eno awoti asem no etache no inti minka amount meaning say o ma me kwa say minka dia o say Monday on so the best support Douglas as on so contribution no so the birthday no o the birthday bi me call children soon ko ya doye birthday bi e so no so kakra be ya abo no Mr. Kesi a very huge fan of this show inti Mr. Kesi happy birthday to your bompaye say nyame ma kwatente an odi wom na on fra dumu enkwa dumu na nyame ma okomapa na de bia no ye mobrofo adoye saa na ninhira no ebe kese wo so 77 producer in open nyame nhira nye sabi nya hwe animu enye you know what I mean right so be yama omomu hia bi no obu amobrohufo obu ma nyame nhira no wo mu chen bibia okay abu me no so wanya ma onua no wanya ma me onse o say right o say because dem fias wan be me e come dey me wan to aduane am mani me ho kire me wan moa me say na rade da ben na wo kire wa amammo na yina o say wanya ma onua no wanya amame e je so ye papa ma onua o ye manyame ti bezaka se nyame shaw na ontun kwanem famfie ni pinka ho na onhyiraw na ontun nsem na nya no moho sare bi ade a obetimi aboa mobrohunfo. Happy birthday once again. Okay, I had a jumadi ni si. Yeah, sorry so na nyame aduma next week. Sai kuma so Gala bi e ba so next week e ba na ya kan wasem. So be Gala bi na be so on the 17th of August into next month and e ba so. August na be sha into e ba e be kan honsem do na. Many the bright can come but have a great weekend. But Andy, when you are bambering, bamba with care. Very important.